I got questions.
Sure.
What made you want to write about the next generation?
Okay. Yeah, okay. The way I look at it, right, is the thing as what I believe now, right, is, as someone who's, I've been in the writing game for a few years now, and the key thing is for me to pass down some of this knowledge, and I do a lot of research and a lot of studying. I read a lot about oceanography. I read a lot about astronomy, and I read a lot about climate change and everything. And I think that it's important for people like me who are in the know and then see things come and see developments of what's going to happen, to pass that knowledge down to the next generation, because if someone doesn't, then it's just left to chance. And we can't leave our kids just out here hanging like that, because this world is moving so fast that they'll be left behind, and we have to take responsibility, because no one's going to come and do it for us. So and I just think it's, in terms of scientific literacy, it's kind of at an all-time low, and it comes with the tactical sciences. And I think that some of us have to be willing to stand in the gap and say, no, we don't want any anti-intellectualism. We want to build on the knowledge of the next generation. And I think that some of us have to do it, even though those of us who don't necessarily have a science background have to stand in the gap and say, look, what you see online is not true. What you see on TikTok and Instagram, that is not the truth. That's conspiracy theory, and it's there to mislead you. And how is anybody going to guide us out of it if someone's not willing to point out and say, to a 10-year-old, that don't sit up here and believe that somebody say to you that space is CGI and the earth is flat. Nobody's going to teach the next generation these things unless some of us take the chance to get out here and do it ourselves. So that's part of what inspired me. So,
Great.
so yeah, so that's